Fspassengers episode 21, 2-hour flight today. We're just waiting on our passengers and we'll be ready to go. So today's trip's going from WAJJ to WABB, and I'm not even going to pronounce the airports today, but we'll be taking off flying about 11,500 feet, distance about 350, about 2 hours time, and we're going bypass the airport and turning back in runway and hopefully making the ILS landing into runway 11. So it should be pretty sort of standard stuff for today's, and hopefully the weather's going to be good and be a smooth flight, and we'll look after our passengers. So let's get into the cockpit and get prepped up. Hi guys, Shane here, Oz Flight Simmer. We're just going to check the weather today. So current weather before we get our passengers loaded up: 6 knots, winds at 290, visibilities 10 plus, few clouds at 1,100, and temperatures 28. No rain expected, so it's looking pretty good. We're just going to load up our passengers, load current aircraft. Alrighty, so we're going to load up our 4 passengers, 2 in the front and 2 in the rear. We're going to load our fuel up and put on 50 today, and I'm going to load up as much luggage as possible to make as much money as possible. There we go, and today's destination is WABB, and I'm going to say flight's going to take us 2 hours, and hopefully I'll be correct at predicting this. So we're going to set OK.
Destination set.
We're going to load in about 2 minutes today. Oh, I didn't set the destination
set.
Tight, which is normal. And 2 minutes. So I'll put my parking brake on. Alrighty, so all passengers are aboard. We better get things going here. So we're just going to turn power on. Yep, a few things lit up there. We're going to make sure wings are left on. Make sure that our position indicator's on. And seatbelt smoking signs, and we're going to turn some pumps on in a sec. Mixture's rich. Don't want to flood, but we're going to have to start making sure there's nothing around. And before we do that, close our passenger door, and we've got to close static elements there, and we're just about to turn the left engine on. Clear. Turn the wrong one on. There she goes, just fired up. And we're going to do the right one now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard and thank you for flying with us. We now request your full attention as the flight attendants demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. Gentlemen, please pay attention to these life-saving tips in case of an emergency. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft. Please take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, floor-level lighting will guide you towards the exit. Doors can be opened by moving the handle in the direction of the arrow. Each door is equipped with an inflatable slide, which may also be detached and used as a life raft. Oxygen and the air pressure are always being monitored. In the event of a decompression, an oxygen mask will automatically drop from a compartment above your seat. Thank you for your attention, and please enjoy your flight.
Alrighty, so ready to roll. Turn our taxi lights on and we'll do a U-turn. We'll get you ready to go. Parking brakes are off. Make sure there's no hump over there. So it looks like we've got a King Air there in the background. So hopefully you guys are doing well. I'm doing fantastically well, thank you for asking. Welcome to Fspassengers episode 21. So we're just going to hold short here for a sec before we enter the runway. Be a quick departure straight out. And before that, we get rolling. I forgot to put the seatbelt sign on that one. That's not a good sign, but we'll pop them on now. We'll turn the right lights on, taxi lights are off, landing lights are going to be on, and we'll turn anti-collision lights are on, and we'll continue on our way. Haven't seen any traffic that I can see over there. Just taxi down the end of the runway. Alrighty, so we're lined up runway 30 and just got to take a look at that. Look at the clouds coming across there. How cool is that? Anyways, back to it. Okay, all lights are on, everything's ready to go. Tank's half full. Just got to turn our squawk on. And close this. And everything should be ready to go. Alrighty, let's see what happens. Back. Smooth takeoff. So we got positive rates, so the gear's going up. Just just trimming the plane out as we're taking off. Altitude is building. Once we get 1,000, we'll basically go on to course, which we're pretty much nearly there. So we're going to turn on course. Flaps are going up. Trim this plane down, we don't need to be climbing that quickly. So 1,000 feet per minute will do. We're off on our way. Just about to pass through this cloud layer, look by the looks of it. To come through. How cool is that? That's pretty cool. Get through this. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day for flying. Actually, we're off course a little bit already, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn autopilot on. We're going to turn nav mode on, which is on GPS. Looks like we're just gone above the clouds. Alrighty, so we're going past 10,000 feet. I'm going to be turning our landing lights off. And today's and I think what we're going to do, because today's altitude's going to be at 11.5, so we've only got 1,000 to get there. So we're going to turn seatbelts off because it's pretty. Haven't come across really any
Ladies and gentlemen,
turbulence.
The captain has now turned off the seatbelt sign. You may now feel free to roam about the cabin.
just in a mixture there because we're obviously losing power. That was a bit too rich. Five hundred feet away from our cruising altitude, so just watch the altimeter and then I'll hit the altitude hold button and we'll set up for cruising. Adjusting the trim, just to slow it down a little bit. Watching our speed pick up. So we've got an hour and 37 minutes to destination there. It's a bit hazy out here actually. Excuse me. So just adjusting our RPM and our power. We should get up to about 160. It's about 150 at the moment. So we're just going to jump in and have a look at our passenger information, see how hungry they are and whatnot. Alrighty, so 24 nautical miles already done. The flight is very good, professional. Remaining fuel. Yeah, that's right, we'll stretch out longer than that. Passengers, we estimate they'll be hungry in an hour. Okay, so good news is we're going to serve drinks.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're now serving beverages. Juices and soft drinks around the house. Alcoholic beverages, they're going to cost you.
So let's just bring the flight plan up. So an hour and 28 says we'll get there. So that's our flight plan. So just to give you, if you guys are new to the channel, also you may see there's some videos like this one. This is the first time you've sort of looked at Fspassengers. I've been using Fspassengers for years, but I only got back into it when it became available and prepared. But Fspassengers is a good add-on platform to sort of, if you're sick of come up with ways of just flying from A to B. Basically you can set up your own airline and you are the pilot and you can do different flights. So aim of the game is to build your hours up, you get larger aircraft and you need to get money from your flights to purchase your aircraft. So this is our second aircraft we've been flying. We did about 17 flights with the Bonanza and then we've gone to this one. We need to get 35 hours I think before we get to a turbo propped and a bigger aircraft type rating. I think we're sitting on 23 hours, so we've got 11 to go, so this will take 2 off. But you haven't seen as many videos as this is because obviously Air Hauler 2's coming out, so I've done a few of those and a new PC. But the really cool thing is with this is that you manage your pricing of your passengers, your tickets and how much you charge for drinks and things, and you manage your passengers. So I'm basically the pilot and the air hostess at the same time. So now we're just serving drinks. You can, as you get larger planes, you've got movies to play and you've got music and you can customize and modify that and you know, you can change the title of the movie, so it's really cool. Gives you a bit to do during the flight as well, so please, I'll leave a description, sorry, not a link below, and you can have a look at episode 1. Obviously the videos weren't as good as, not as good as what they are now. I've gotten better at editing videos, but please have a look. But Fspassengers is a really cool add-on for FSX and Prepared, and I think it's on FSX, maybe Steam Edition as well. Alrighty, so according to our pace, GPS says we've got 46 minutes to go for our ETA, and my expected ETA is 54. So we're just going to serve some lunch for our passengers and some drinks, because shortly we'll have to descend. So drinks.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're now serving beverages. Juices and soft drinks around the house. Alcoholic beverages, they're gonna cost you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now serving cold sandwiches. You have a choice of turkey, ham, or roast beef.
I've still got over a quarter of a tank of juice, so to speak. So we actually did come up, had a bit of a thunder and lightning storm, bit of rain we flew through just before. It was only a couple of clouds. It was a bit odd.
Excuse me, Captain. Do you know what the weather will be like when we land? I hate it when I get off the airplane in the freezing cold.
So I've just set the ILS frequency for runway, I can't remember, I think it was runway 11 we're going to fly into. Got some lightning and some cloud building up again, so that should be interesting. So hopefully you guys enjoying the flight and enjoying the videos. Appreciate it for thumbs up and a comment on how I can improve, what you like, what you want to see. Very much appreciated. Some lightning strikes there. I'm still having issues with getting my sound right, since the new PC, getting the microphone right, getting the engine volumes right, getting the in-cockpit sounds correct, getting the environment sounds like I can't hear when the thunderstorms are. So when I should be able to, so got some turbulence there. Radar's picking up a little bit. Lucky we kept our seatbelts on. Just a little bit over to some dark clouds over there. Just keep our eye out for it all. Got some cloud in front of us, but might just miss it a little bit. Alrighty guys, leave you some outside views and I'll come back to you as we're at top of descent, and I think things are going to get interesting for this this landing. We'll see what happens. So talk to you. Welcome back guys, so we're a fair bit of turbulence now. We're about 3 minutes 9 nautical miles until we come to a waypoint to turn around, so I'm going to actually drop down to 8,000. So we're going to reduce some speed because we've got a lot of bad weather in front of us. So for some reason, every Fspassengers video, the weather just keeps following me. Always start off beautiful sunny and then it just turns to thunderstorms and lightning. So we should miss this weather in front of us, guys, because we'll be making a turn. Basically just flying pretty much through what we've just been through. So good news is we'll miss this. So I can actually see the runway. So we're 20 nautical miles out, so we're still a fair bit, but be enough for us to line up. Should be fine. Good news that the weather is cleared since we've dropped down altitude. So just looking for runway. We're on approach heading. Still 11 nautical miles to go. Everything's looking great. Just gonna level out a little bit so we can lose some speed. Need to get some flaps down. I can see the runway lights from here. And looks like I've got red and white, which is good. Once I get a notch of flaps down, that's when I'll be more excited. Get on 120 knots and we'll do that. Here we go, notch of flaps. Get rid of this. So there's the runway up there, looking good. Can't really see from here, but you might be able to see from the other side. No, can't see the bad weather. Two 2,000 feet. Long runway here by the looks of it. Excuse me. So,
Gear down.
Gear down.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has been given clearance to land. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop.
Adjusting the trim. I'm going to take autopilot off now. Normally I don't even run it that long. Don't think we're on the right angle. 1,000 feet to go. See cars on the ground. Looks like there's a plane. I don't know if it's parked or they're coming out on the runway. You're joking. Looks like something ahead. I can't tell. Just stay there, champ. Stay there. Don't bother coming out. Hopefully it's parked. Runway 11. Here we go. We won't get in the numbers, but we should get down the center line. There we go. That's what I call a greaser, that one.
Ladies and gentlemen, please do not leave your seat until the aircraft has come to a complete stop.
We're going to turn on Alpha here. Got some Alrighty guys, let's look at end the flight, see how well we did. So 276 nautical miles, landing speed was 86, landing touchdown was 84, so that's a bit of a kiss. Excuse me. Passengers are pleased to have landed on the right on schedule, relieved at landing, yep, okay, were a bit moved because they had food and didn't understand why they were required to keep their seatbelts on after reaching cruise level. Well, you know, it was pretty bumpy. So we got 153,000. That's our best income we've ever had. And we've got plus 66 and 430 points. So we're in the flight there. And guys, hope you enjoyed that one. Obviously, it was interesting. We're moving our way up into Asia. So enjoy episode 21, and I'll leave you with a replay. And please like, subscribe, and give us a comment below. And see you in the next episode. Thanks. Cheers. Bye.